is there any better feeling than being locked in?
No.
It's time to get back to work.
Hey dog, you do realize that this could be the year that you change your life if you just lock in? A whole 365 days to go day in and day out towards your goals with no distractions. We ain't hearing the excuses no more. Your future is tired of that. Lock in and change your life.
If I told you you're only 6 months away from the life you've always dreamed of, the money, the body, the mindset, only on one condition. You have to show up every fucking day from here on out.
It's time to take shit to another level. It's game on. It's focus. It's go season. Awaken the beast inside.
What's good, Double C gang? It's your girl Double C back on the scene with another YouTube video for guys today. And as you guys can tell by today's title, today is a very well requested, long awaited video. I put together my week of workouts. This video is probably one of my most requested videos. I get a lot of DMs, a lot of comments asking how did I transform my body the way that I did. I went from being a very slim petite girl. I went from being 110 pounds to 140 pounds. I used to be very petite. I started the gym not necessarily looking to get thick. The reason I even started working out was to get out of here. I was depressed. The gym or just being active in general helps with depression. When you work out, you release endorphins that make you have this like natural high, and it cures depression. I'm gonna be the #1 advocate to say that if you feel like you're depressed, you need to be more active. I can say that I have not felt any type of depression for a very long time, thank God, and that's because I am very active. The gym honestly helps. I hate to be one of those people, but I'm one of those. I don't even hate to be one of those people. I am one of those people. If you're sad, you need to work out. You depressed, go to the gym. You sad over a man, go to the gym. So the whole reason I started working out was because I was depressed. There was no other reason. It wasn't because, oh, like I want to look like this, this, and a third. The results just happen to come with it. But every time I get in that gym, it's literally to get out of here first. If you are seeking fast results, this video is not for you. This channel is not for you. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because when it comes to the gym, when it comes to building muscle, a lot of this stuff takes time, it takes dedication, it takes self-discipline. If you don't have any of those things, you might as well not even start, because you're gonna be very disappointed. The results will come, trust. If you eat the right way, if you work out and you have proper form, all of that will follow. But you cannot just go, you can't be like, oh, I've been in the gym for a week, I don't see any results. It literally does not work like that. I just want to encourage everybody to start working out. There is no con. You're gonna get a banging body. You're gonna have a great mental. You're gonna live longer. It's not even about for the body. Yes, the body is a plus. But guys, if you want to live longer, if you want to stay youthful, start by moving your body from a young age. To my younger girls considering surgery, I want you to consider going to the gym first. And you have to give your woman body a chance to kick in. Like, you have to give your body a chance to fully develop. If you do this program for 8 weeks straight, you're going to see guaranteed results. The only way you won't see results if you're inconsistent, you're not disciplined, and you're not eating the right way. If you guys would like me to do a what I eat in a week realistically, like meals that I cook, food that I eat for takeout, please go ahead and like this video. Also, drop a comment down below that you need that. Let me know that you need that. Just be like, I need that. And I'm gonna know exactly what you're talking about. If you're even more serious about starting your fitness journey and your wellness journey in general, check out the description box down below. I dropped an ebook, 20+ page ebook, exclusive information about my workout and my fitness journey, detailed workout programs. I dropped so many gems in this ebook. So if you guys are interested and you're so serious about taking your fitness journey to the next level, go ahead and check out my ebook down below in the description box. It includes an 8-week program that will get you snatched, along with a grocery list full of foods, protein supplements, vitamins that I use. So if you guys want all that information and you're super serious about this fitness journey and you want to change your body, you want to change your life starting today, click that link down below in my description box. It's on sale right now. Go get it. I started a wellness community called Double C Wellness Club on Patreon. So if you guys are interested in getting exclusive gym content where I teach you guys form, I give you guys exclusive workout schedules and routines. I also give you guys monthly wellness challenges, habit trackers, and goal setting resources. I'll also be offering one-to-one calls where I talk to you guys personally and we can figure out your goals. We can check in with each other. I can keep you inspired. I will also be going live on there and you guys will have direct communication with me, community support, one-to-one calls where we figure out your goals and I keep you on track. So my overall goal for my wellness community is to keep you on track, keep you inspired, and keep you feeling your best. So if you're interested in exclusive content, one-to-one calls, community support, personal routines, and scheduling, make sure you guys check out my Patreon down below, and you guys can go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you cuties there. It's Monday, so we start off the week very strong by a heavy glute day, and I always start out all my workouts with dynamic stretching for at least 5 to 10 minutes. This is extremely important because your muscles can be very stiff sometimes, and you have to kind of like wake them up before you just go straight into squatting, straight into hip thrust. You will give yourself an injury if you do not do any dynamic stretching. If you guys don't know the definition of dynamic stretching, it is basically moving your muscles and joints through a full range of motion, basically to prepare yourself for any physical activity. And it's typically done before exercising to warm up the muscles, to increase blood flow, and prepare the body for movement. So these are some of my favorite dynamic stretches that I like to do. I don't really know the names of them. Also, it is important to open up your hip flexors before leg days. Your glutes cannot grow if your hips are tight. It is so important to train your hip flexors. So these are some of my favorite personal movements that I like to do. I like to just take a kettlebell, put it in the middle of a yoga mat, and kind of just lift my leg up using only my hip, if that makes any sense, and bring it over to the other side. I do some of those. I do some front raises. Now let's get into my favorite glute exercise, the internet's favorite glute exercise, hip thrusts. Hip thrusts is a very great workout to grow the glutes. It's so important that you start out with a shortened position movement. When you're doing hip thrusts, you want to sit on the floor with your upper back resting against a sturdy bench. You can use a bench, you can use a box. I prefer a 12-inch box and this step up sort of machine, or again machine, this step up bench kind of thing. You want to have your knees bent and place your feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. You have to keep your chin slightly tucked and your core tight. Push through your heels and lift your hips forward to the ceiling. At the top, your shoulders, hips, and your knees should form a straight line or a 90-degree angle. Your legs should be in a 90-degree angle. You want to squeeze your glutes at the top. Once you're at the top, squeeze your glutes for at least 1 to 2 seconds. Lower your hips slowly and control your back. That is so important. Do not arch, do not bend. Keep your back straight. Your back should be neutral when lowering it back towards the floor. And you repeat this for at least 10 to 12 reps. If you're a beginner, please do not forget to rest between your sets, guys. It's super important. Studies show resting for at least 2 to 3 minutes, you will see the best growth in your muscles. Now, for me personally, when I do dumbbell hip thrusts, I go all the way down and then I halfway do a rep. So I do a full rep, come all the way to the top and squeeze, and then I do half a rep and squeeze. Full rep, come to the top, half a rep and squeeze, and then I just repeat this for about 3 sets. I do this till failure. I don't really be counting, honestly. I just do it till like I literally cannot take it no more. So now we're moving on to the RDL. The RDL primarily targets the glutes, hamstrings, and the lower back, making it one of the best exercises for building the back side of your body, aka the buttocks. Some common mistakes I want you guys to avoid when doing an RDL is squatting down instead of hinging at your hips. Also, do not round your lower back. Please keep it very straight as you can. And also letting the weight drift away from your body. You have to control the weight. Keep it close to your legs, as close as possible, almost like you're shaving your legs with the barbell or the dumbbell, whatever it is you prefer. Now, if you want to build that shelf, I really suggest getting a platform like I'm standing on and do an elevated sort of RDL. And I do these for 3 sets until failure. And I go really heavy on these just to push myself. But if you are a beginner, I really don't suggest that. Start off with a light to moderate weight where you can perform at least 10 to 12 reps. Perfect your form before anything when performing these exercises, guys. Please do not give yourself an injury or ego lift, because at the end of the day, we all start somewhere. I didn't start by lifting very heavy weight. With these are my favorite exercise for growing the upper glutes. These are going to give you that dump truck. So if you don't have RDLs in your split, you need to literally add them. And if you can't get them right, girl, practice them, because they're like an essential for building the glutes. Do not neglect these. Definitely try to get your form right when it comes to these, because these are my favorite exercise. Next up, we have some hamstring work. I am doing 3 sets till failure on these. Failure meaning to I literally cannot take it no more. And you do not want to neglect your hamstrings at all, because this is what helps creates that bubble butt illusion. It helps make your butt look bigger. So please work on your hamstrings, guys. Don't just leave them out. These are an accessory and they need to be done. I like to alternate between the lying and the seated. If you had to ask me which one I prefer, definitely the seated, only because the lying hamstring curls are way harder. Next exercise we have is the sumo squat. This is my favorite exercise because it targets the glutes way more than a traditional squat because of the wider stance. It also helps build leg strength because you're engaging your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes all at the same time. With this exercise, it's pretty easy to load heavy weight. That's what I love about it. But make sure your feet are farther than shoulder width apart, your knees are bent, you're slightly leaning forward, and do not lock your knees on this exercise. That is so important. Please don't lock your knees. The next exercise we have is the B stance RDL. Now this is just a unilateral movement. We are isolating our glutes now to make sure there are no imbalances. These are so great. They burn so good. They're basically just like an RDL. You're performing it, but except you're working on one leg at a time. With the B stance RDL, most of your weight stays on the front leg. You want to think about pushing your hips back. You want to feel that stretch in your hamstring. As soon as you feel that stretch in your hamstring, you're going to squeeze your glute to stand tall. Primary muscles being worked are the glutes, the hamstrings, and your core. The next exercise we have is the leg extension, which hits the quadriceps. And when I'm on the leg extension, I like to pull the seat all the way back. The reason I like to keep the seat all the way back is because I feel that I get a better stretch in my quadriceps. Better stretch equals better gains. So I do about 3 sets till failure. Failure, of course, meaning until I cannot take it anymore. I am doing inward toes, so you can do outward, straightforward toes, or inward toes. I'm doing inward toes because I'm trying to create an illusion that I do not have hip dips. If you cannot build muscle around hip dips, so you can only create an illusion that you don't have them. I like to use the quadriceps as a burnout. So literally I'll do it till I can't take it no more, take a little pause, go straight back into it, and literally burn my quadriceps out. So now we're moving on to seated calf raises. Do not be like me and neglect your calves. Train your calves, because I have some really tiny calves for some big thighs, so I'm working on that. Last but not least, we have our accessory movement, cable kickbacks. These are such a good accessory movement for glute growth. I absolutely love these. I do 3 sets of 15 to 20 on each leg. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other to avoid any imbalances. I like to do regular cable kickbacks. I have hip dips, so I try to avoid doing or overtraining the kickbacks where you kick at a 45-degree angle. This is kind of just like a regular donkey kickback. On to the next day. It's Tuesday and we're hitting cardio, back, and core. I start off by warming up with the Stairmaster for 20 minutes. This is not necessarily necessary to do in the beginning of your workout. I just personally like to do it because I don't want to overperform on my back days. I like to keep it very light, and this is going to fatigue you for the rest of the exercises. But I start off with a lat exercise. I'm just going to show you 3 different ones. This is assisted pull-ups. You do not have to do all of these lat movements in the same day. Pick one that works for you. Assisted pull-ups is really good. As y'all can see, the back muscle is T, like she's there. You don't want to overtrain your lats as a girl, because that's how you're going to get a big, wide back. Here is another good lat exercise. It's lat pullovers. Like I said, pick one of these, either assisted pull-ups, lat pullovers, or the next one I'm going to show you is a close grip lat pull down. These exercises, I repeat, do not need to be trained all in the same workout. Pick one that works for you, pick one that you like, and do it. Because if you do all three of these, you're going to grow a big, wide back because you're overtraining your lats. So the next exercise we're moving on to is bent over rows. A bent over row is basically a pulling exercise where you hinge at your hips, lean your body forward, and pull the weight toward your torso. The primary muscle groups that this is going to work is your lats, which is the large muscles on the side of your back, and as well hits upper back, which is your traps and your rhomboids. The secondary muscle this hits is rear delts, which is the back of the shoulders. It hits a little bit of biceps, core, and lower back. When performing this exercise, a beginner cue you want to think about is pulling your elbows behind you and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bent over rows are going to help you create a thicker looking back, and we want a thicker back, not a wider back. As you guys can see, I'm not going super heavy. You do not have to go super heavy on your back days to see any type of definition. You're literally just toning. You want to tone. Unless you want to build really big muscle, go heavy. But I personally am just toning, so I keep my weight to very light, and I only have one back day throughout the week. Next, I'm showing you rear delt flies. I'm going to show you 2 different exercises that hit your rear delts, and you can pick one. You do not have to perform both of these exercises because you're just going to be overtraining the muscle. These are cable rear delt flies. Muscle groups that are being worked are the rear deltoids, of course, and that is the back of your shoulders. The benefits of cable flies creates a toned, sculpted look in your upper body. My next favorite exercise we have is face pulls. You can either opt in for the face pull or the rear delt flies. If you're a beginner, I do suggest face pulls. These are my favorite. If you're a woman trying to build a balanced physique, face pulls are one of the best exercises for your shoulder health, posture, and upper body definition without adding too much bulk onto your back. Then I like to burn out with rope pull downs. These are really good if you have any back rolls and you want to get rid of them. Do your rope pull downs. These are going to help you get a really toned, slim back. They are harder than they look. Trust me, I just started incorporating these into my routine. 10 out of 10 recommend you put these into your routine, whether it's you start off with these or you end with them. I personally like to end my workouts with these. These are such a great exercise for the back. Like I said, if you have back rolls and you want to get rid of those for the summer, do your rope pull downs. You can even do single arm, you can do both arms. I do both arms, and I as well do single arms. I don't show that here, but single arm is basically using one arm at a time to pull the rope down. Then I go ahead and end all my workouts with core. At least I try to. I don't end Mondays like where I hit glutes with core, just because I'm already doing so much on my glute days that I don't hit core at the end. But I think for the remainder of my split, I do hit core at the end. I do all of these 3 times till failure, and I fail pretty fast because doing core burns, it hurts, it's uncomfortable, but it's well worth it. Please train your core, and also don't forget to rest in between sets. Yeah, core sucks, honestly. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I like it. I genuinely despise it, but it has to get done. It has to get done. We have to keep everything a balance. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys watch me put myself through pain and misery, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And these are pretty much self-explanatory, so I don't really have much to say about them.
I hit you like, do you wanna hang right now? On the east side, and you know I'm with the gang right now. You say, do I wanna watch you? Do I know what time it is right now? It's after 2 a.m. and that's asking a lot of you right now. All she talking about is come and see me first. Come and see me first. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me.
Next up, we have Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we hit quads and glutes. Now, this day can be pretty jam-packed with a lot of exercises for me personally for my split because I'm hitting 2 different muscle groups. So I like to start off with hip thrust until failure, and that's literally until I cannot take it no more. And like I said in the beginning, I do a full rep and then I do half a rep. This gives me the greatest pump of my life. So it's 1 rep, then one, like a half a rep. So I already walked you guys through this, but basically I just want to say I do a lot of exercises on my quad and glute days. Now, if you are a beginner, I want to advise you to do what works for you. You do not have to do a shit ton of workouts like I'm doing. This is just personally what I like to do on Wednesdays, just because I'm trying to hit quads and glutes all at once, hamstrings, etc. It's basically like a full leg day. Totally optional if you want to follow this exact split for this day specifically. If you are a beginner, you might want to curse me out because this is a lot. It's a lot to take on. So just be mindful that this is my split and you can alter it to how, what works for you and, what beginner or intermediate level you may be at. So keep in mind, this is my split. This is what I like to do. You do not have to do everything I do. You can also check out the ebook. It is beginner detailed. It is linked down below in the description box. I have so many beginner friendly split in the ebook. So check it out. This is my personal split of what I like to do because I can handle this shitload of like lifting. So if you're a beginner, please do not overtrain yourself trying to copy my exact split. A tip for hamstring curls is leaning forward. I love leaning forward when performing hamstring curls on the seated one specifically because you feel a deeper stretch and you're able to lift a lot more weight. And these burn so good. Do not neglect your hamstrings. They're going to help grow your legs and create that bubble butt effect. So train your hamstrings. Yes, it's an accessory, but train them. Do not neglect them. If you're looking to grow your lower body, I definitely recommend having goblet squats somewhere in your leg day split. These are such a good exercise for growing the quadriceps. They also as well hit a little bit of your glutes, and you're going to want to stand tall. Avoid leaning forward. If you're standing more straight and performing the squat, it's going to hit quads. If you're leaning more forward, that's kind of like incorrect form. But I like to do 4 sets of 10 to 12 of these, and then I go ahead and I burn out with body weight. These are such a good exercise for building thicker thighs. So please go ahead and make sure these are in your routine if you're looking to build big thighs. Not too sure about yourself and you're new to the gym, I really wouldn't suggest doing this. Maybe do your Bulgarian split squats after your leg extensions, but these are brutal when you go straight from leg extensions straight into Bulgarian split squats. But honestly, no pain, no gain.
I can't tell you how many times I dropped the weight on the floor. Dropped the weight and just tossed it off my back. Fell down. Got up again and continued the set. You gotta be willing to fail. If you can't fail, what I learned in the gym is you gotta go out there and fail. You gotta go out there and fall down. Most people who have won big have failed big. Okay? You know, see, even you know. And what I promised myself as a little boy, I said I can never leave the gym knowing I have 5% left. And 5% is magic. It's the magic place where very few people go. You can go there. I'm giving you permission to go there. We'll have people behind you. If you fall down and drop the weight on the floor, who cares? Who cares? But if you make it, I care. I want that. I want you to fail, and I want you to get up and do it again. The same thing in life is the same thing here. If you can do this, you can do anything. You don't take the last 5%. You have to be happy the rest of your life knowing it went to somebody else's door.
So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is, man, why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself.
Fuck your motivation. Fuck your motivation. You need discipline. Because motivation's not there every day. I'm missing motivation most days.
Wow,
Some
really?
days, yeah, sometimes I got motivation. Some days I'm like, fuck yeah, today I felt good. I can't wait to get to the gym. But a lot of days, like, gotta get to the gym. And then once I get going, then I feel great.
Yeah.
And I feel great when it's over. But it's that beginning part that's hard because your body wants to stay comfortable.
It's easy to give up. You know,
Hell
it's
yeah.
easy. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm done. I ain't going.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I don't feel like going to work. I'm done.
Yeah, man.
It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm gonna do the same thing again today, but I'm gonna try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
How bad do you want this? If it's as bad as you want to live or breathe or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with you. But a lot of people, most people don't want it that badly, which is why they always ask the question, man, how did you get to where you are? You know how to do it. You know exactly how to be you or how to be me. You don't want to do it.
It's Friday and we're going to the gym. Today I decided to do a little OOTD. I realized I haven't really been like coming on here before I go to the gym and like giving y'all the details for the fit, because I know you guys are going to be asking, because I really like this gym outfit. It's simple but cute. So my top is from Musser Sport. It's just this crisscross kind of top, and then my bottoms are from Amazon. Don't mind my laundry clothes in the back, I have to put those away. The bottoms are from Amazon. I get all my leggings from Amazon, literally all of them. If it's not by Yarrow, or I don't know how to say the brand, but it's like TRYTO. Those are the two brands I really entrust in. Amazon leggings are just as good as Define, just as good as Gymshark. I have a couple Gymshark leggings, but they're literally the same quality, maybe if not better. But yeah, you don't need super expensive like gym clothes to look cute in the gym. And literally that's like something that's going to help you motivate yourself to work out. Have a cute gym fit. Like, the gym is a fashion show. For yourself personally, obviously not to impress other people, but when I have an acute gym fit, I just have a better workout. It's scientifically proved, it's facts. Ask other gym girlies, the rumors are true. You have a cute gym fit, you will have a good workout. And I'm wearing some Converse because today is leg day. It's 10:55 p.m. right now, so we're doing a little late night session. Another tip for my shy gym people, or my people who are just starting in the gym and you're kind of shy and you're like, oh my god, but like I don't do the crowds, or gym anxiety, find a gym that's like open super late or just open 24 hours. Either go really early in the morning or really late, like nobody's literally gonna be there. Like, if I checked the crowd for my gym, it's literally 9% in there, so there's like what, maybe, I don't know the ratio to that, but it's basically nobody in there right now. So that's why I'm gonna go, because I want to film and I personally want to respect people's space by like not having too many people in my background. And I just also am really shy to pull out my camera and record sometimes. Even though I've been doing this for years, I still get shy. Today's workouts were specifically hitting unilateral workouts, aka single leg movements. Unilateral exercises will help any imbalances in the muscle. And yeah, let's kill this workout, because honestly, full transparency moment, I did not feel like going to the gym today. It's Shark Week for me. I'm going through it this week and I'm still showing up to the gym, even though sometimes I don't want to. Not all the time I want to go to the gym. Do you think I want to go to the gym right now? I low-key do. Let me stop. I low-key do. But like earlier, I was like, no, yeah, I need a nap. Definitely don't know if I feel like going. I woke up, I felt refreshed. I'm like, okay, I'll go. But the days you do not want to go to the gym are the most important days. You have to show up for yourself. Literally all about having that discipline. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But if you really want something out of life, no matter what it is, you're gonna chase after it. No matter what or how you are feeling, feelings aside, you're gonna go after what you want. This is only for my people who really want this. Alright guys, I made it to the gym. So right now I'm about to start with some dynamic stretching. And I'm just gonna do some 90s or like windshield wipers, whatever you want to call them. But you want to make sure you're always warming up your leg muscles. You want to make sure you're warming up your leg muscles before you jump into any leg exercises, because if you don't warm up, you can cause injuries. And this just helps you get a better workout just in general, better stretch, open up those hip flexors, open up those hip muscles. These are called windshield wipers. So, and then the next one I like to do is just these. I don't really know what they're called, but you really stretch at the bottom and then just come up. Ooh. I felt my muscle pop just now. Today I'm doing unilateral movements, meaning I'm only focusing on one leg exercises. Single leg movements, which are like B-stance RDLs, B-stance hip thrusts, Bulgarians, step ups, and you always want to make sure you're including at least one unilateral. You want to include one you always want to make sure you want to include one unilateral movement at the end of every exercise to balance out any imbalances. But if you even have like a dedicated day just for unilateral movements, that's even better. That's gonna help you get stronger as well. I kind of like follow it like my regular leg day, but just single leg movements. So I always start out with hip thrusts, then I follow with RDLs, then I do sumo squats, and then I do a unilateral and some accessories. So today what that's gonna look like for me, that's gonna be like B stance, hip thrusts, B stance RDLs, Bulgarians. If you don't like Bulgarians, you can swap them out for a different unilateral exercise, but I like Bulgarians personally. And then some type of like accessory movement, if I'm not forgetting anything else, honestly, but I think that's like pretty much it. You really only need 4 exercises per workout. You don't need to do hella exercises. Even though like my days where I'm doing glutes and quads, that's different. I do a lot of exercises on that day, on like Wednesdays, because I'm working on 2 different muscle groups in one day. But when I'm just hitting glutes by itself, I literally only do like 4 exercises because that's all you need. A shortened position, a lengthened position, a compound movement, and a unilateral movement. So, right now I am about to do some front raises. And this is good for your hip flexors, train your hip flexors. So I'm gonna do some front raises to just warm them up a little bit before I get into today's leg day. I just get a dumbbell, place it in the middle of the mat, and I lift one leg and just lift it over and just constantly repeat that movement. Alright guys, so I'm gonna talk about some cues that I like to use to help me when I am doing hip thrusts. I'm doing B-stance hip thrusts, so it's not like necessarily different, but it's not really the same because you're using one leg. But for example, I don't really like to use a bench. I like to use like a 12-inch box or one of these to do my hip thrusts because I just personally feel it in my glutes way more than using a bench. I really don't like the barbell anymore. I used to be a barbell hip thrust girly, but I feel like I feel the dumbbell, the mind to muscle connection just hits so different with the dumbbell when you're doing it right. As for the barbell, people are probably like, okay, like maybe your form isn't right, etc., etc. Now, my form be correct, but it's like it just be so heavy that I can't really focus on the mind to muscle connection. Like I can lift the way I feel it, I do the reps, but like I feel a better pump when the dumbbell is directly on my hip, just me personally. So you want to start out with your bra strap against the bench. My bra strap is against the bench, my legs are straight. I'm gonna take my fingers and I'm gonna put them right where my kneecaps are. And that's where the heels of your feet are gonna go. So you should look something like this. And as soon as you come up, you should look like a 90-degree angle. You should look like a 90-degree angle. You want to squeeze at the top, and you don't want to do that. This is not hip thrust. You're going to break your damn back doing that. Incorrect form right here. Okay? You're breaking your back. Let me show you how to do it properly without breaking your back. You want to keep a neutral spine. Neutral meaning keep it straight. Keep your chin tucked. You're not going like this. I see a lot of people do that in the gym, and you're gonna give yourself an injury doing that. So you start like a tabletop, 90-degree angle, chin tucked. Find something to focus on. Stare dead smack at it. Don't take your eye off of it. I don't care what it is. Don't take your eye off it. You should never be bringing your head back this way. It's incorrect. So tabletop position, 90-degree angle, chin tucked. Find something to stare at. You just literally want to hinge. You see I'm hinging and my back is not arching? Once I get all the way to the bottom, my butt is kind of touching the floor. Squeeze coming up at the top. When you go down, you're keeping your back straight, neutral. Just hinge your hips. You want to think about hinging your hips. Once you're right here, You need to squeeze, push the heels, and squeeze your glutes. You want to be pushing through your heels and squeezing your glutes. If you have to lift your toes off the ground to help you with that cue, that's totally fine. You go down, squeeze. As you come up, always keep the tension in your glutes. This is the eccentric right here. When you're coming up from the eccentric, you want to squeeze. And you want to stay like this the whole entire time. Take one knee here, and one foot is going to stay like this. Heel up. So one foot is flat, one heel is up, and that's how you do it. You're going to do 3 sets on each leg. I say 3 sets to 10 to 12 as a beginner. Get your form right before you actually start getting in the gym and try to lift crazy weight. It's like, don't be egotistical when it comes to lifting. If it's too heavy, put it down. If you cannot get the form right, you need to put the weight down and focus on form. If your form is not right, you're gonna injure yourself. You could be lifting all the weight you want, but if your form is incorrect, you're not gonna see any type of growth. You're gonna be in the gym wasting your time. So I wanna say, get the form right. Even if you come to the gym for a month and you don't lift any weights, but you just practice your form, that is okay. Standing like literally side by side, open them up like a V, and then separate them. That's your form for RDLs. And with RDLs, you want to start off standing straight. Your legs should be straight. Everything about you should be straight. Back is always straight. Okay? So when it comes to RDLs, you're hinging your hips. You're hinging this area. And your back is staying straight. So it's not like this. I'm going to show you guys what not to do. So it's not like this. It's not like this. So if your form looks anything like this, you're going like super low, it's incorrect. Now, I'm going to show you the proper form. Like I said, your feet are shoulder width apart. Use the little hack. It helps. And you're going to want to do the little feet hack. Now that you did that, you want to tighten your core. So when you tighten your core, you just cough. If you're at home right now, I want you to just cough. Boom. The core is tightened. So now, your legs should always start out straight. I know they tell you have bent knees, yes, but we're not there yet. Start off with straight legs. Think about hinging your hips. Just watch me. Only my hips are hinging. Okay? As soon as I feel that stretch, I feel it. I come right back up and squeeze. When I am going down, that's the only time my knees should be slightly bent. Okay? This is the correct form for RDLs. Keep that tension. Once you feel that stretch, you squeeze your glutes. I come in back up. If you don't know how to squeeze your glutes, you have to play around and pretend like to make your butt flat. That's how you squeeze your glutes. So, my core is tight. I'm starting off with straight legs. As I'm hinging, that's when my knees become slightly bent, as you can see. And then I squeeze when I feel that stretch. So this right here, incorrect. This right here is incorrect. You're using your back at this point. Especially when the weight gets in your hands, it's going to be like way too heavy on your back. Pretend I have weights in my hand and I'm I'm shaving my legs almost. Keep the dumbbells close to my body. Keeping the dumbbells really close to my body, just like this. Okay. You kind of want to start in an L shape. Make your feet look like an L shape. And then twist it out. Really dig your foot up in there. And then I like to hold the dumbbell. I like to hold the dumbbell in the hand where I'm sorry if they're being super loud. I don't know if you guys can hear the people in the background, but they're literally screaming right next to me. Anyways, it's a public gym, so what can I do? Anyways, I'm losing my train of thought. I like to hold the dumbbell here in this hand. And you just do the same thing. As soon as I feel that stretch, I squeeze on the way up. Squeeze your glutes and push through your heels. Really press your heels into the ground. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. And if this video helped, give this video a big thumbs up. I'm always here to help. Check out my Patreon down below. Go ahead and cop my ebook if you need that extra help. It's very informative. It's about 20+ pages long. So go ahead. It's on sale right now, only for $9.99. Everything I wish I knew in the beginning, you're getting in my ebook. So you're off to a head start than most people will be. I really genuinely just started working out because like I hit rock bottom. I was extremely depressed, and it was the only outlet I had in my life that genuinely made me feel alive. So I nowhere in this video am I saying like everybody should be thick. I just want to make that very clear, because especially with society pushing like BBLs and all this type of things and these surgeries, there's nothing wrong with your body. Everybody is beautiful in their very own way. Love yourself, love your body, but there's definitely nothing wrong with wanting to improve. And I've been getting asked a lot to make this video, so that's why I'm making it. There's nothing wrong with wanting better for yourself, but it has to be in a uplifting and positive way. If you're going into this in a toxic mindset where like maybe you hate your body or something like that, I'm not really sure. I hope you learn to grow to love who you are, because at the end of the day, we all have different body types, different anatomies, different bone structures. So the way I gain weight might not look the same on somebody else. I'm 5'1", I'm 140 pounds. You might be 5'6" and 140 pounds, and it looks different on you because we have different bone structures, different anatomy. We are not all built to look the same and be the same. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you are new here, because we're going to be dropping more fitness content, but all the exclusive fitness content that is super detailed, all the real tea is going to be in my Patreon. So go ahead and subscribe there now. I'm literally going to get you right. Like if you're a beginner in the gym, like you're literally first time in the gym, you're gonna want to subscribe to the Patreon, because everything you need will be there. I hope you guys really did enjoy. Please go ahead and like this video, y'all. Like I dropped a lot of gems for free in this video, so please go ahead and like this video. Subscribe if you are new, turn your bell notification so you're notified every single time your girl Double C is back on the scene, and that's on period. Let me know any questions you guys might have in the comments. I'm gonna answer them. And yeah, any other video ideas you guys want to see, I need you guys to get this video to 3K likes to see that what I eat in a week. Okay, if y'all want to see that meal plan, I need 3K likes for y'all to see what I eat, what I started eating, and what I eat on a daily basis to keep my weight the way I do and to gain weight. So if y'all need that, I need to see the love. If y'all need that, comment that you need that. Okay, I truly love every single one of you, and I'm wishing you the best on your fitness journey, whether you start today, whether you start whenever you're ready. Anyways, I love you all, and I will see you cuties in my next video. Bye.